Before we start the video, I am so excited to announce that I have partnered with Gerald Subaru to bring you guys more Subaru content. I am so excited to add them to the dealerships in which I work with. I love Subaru products. They've been great. Their information is up on the screen. Gerald Subaru is absolutely awesome, and they made this video and all the future Subaru videos happen. Their website is up on the screen as well as linked in the description below, but let's get into this review. All right, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT. Up front is a 2.4 liter turbocharged flat 4, and down below is a CVT. Now, I am super excited to be filming Subarus because you guys love Subarus, I love Subarus, and I can't wait to show you guys this car. I absolutely love it. But let's get back to that 2.4 liter turbocharged flat 4. Well, this is the first time that we have seen a turbocharged engine in an Outback in quite some time. The XT, the Onyx XT, that package is that turbocharged engine. 2.4 liter flat 4, making 260 horsepower, 277 foot-pounds of torque, getting you 23 miles to the gallon in the city, 30 on the highway, which is really, really good because this car is turbocharged and all-wheel drive. 30 miles to the gallon on the highway, that's really good. Normally, all-wheel drive cars start to struggle once you get them on the highway, but it's not the case here with the Outback XT. So it is warmed up. We are out here on the test track. Let's see what this little turbocharged flat 4 can do. There it is. There is boost lag like every other Subaru. It's nothing, nothing, nothing. All of it. I love that. This is fun to drive. This is an Outback that is genuinely fun to drive. I absolutely love that. It's quick. This thing's quick. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. That's faster than a 90s BMW M3. Like I said, paired to it is a CVT, which means continuously variable transmission. I'm not a big fan of these. I've never really liked CVT transmissions. However, this has an 8-speed selectable mode, which means I can click through the gears. I do have paddle shifters. I can make it feel like a regular transmission, which I like. I can shift up through it. No, there's no real gears inside the transmission, but at least it pretends for me. Last but not least, of course, this has the symmetrical all-wheel drive from Subaru. Subaru has been absolutely killing the all-wheel drive game for decades and decades and decades. They have some of the best all-wheel drive system. I witnessed this firsthand. I went off-roading last year with a big group of Subarus, and the stuff that they drove through was seriously, seriously impressive. So my hat has been off to Subaru for a long, long time for their off-road and all-wheel drive capabilities. So let's talk about the interior. We have a lot to go through with the Outback Onyx XT. On the left, I get my tachometer with coolant temperature down in the middle, and on the right, I have my speedometer with fuel down at the bottom. In the center, I do get a very nice information screen giving me my MPGs, miles till empty, things like that. However, I can switch it. I can look at outside temperature, my radio station, a compass, tire pressure in each tire, auto start stop on and off, engine hours, current MPG. Simple stuff like that I really like. What I find super interesting and is a weird little quirk of that little screen is that I get a radar cruise, lane keep assist sort of image of the Outback. That's not too crazy. Most cars do that. However, what I have not seen is when I hit the brake, the little car on the screen's brake lights light up. I absolutely love that. I think it's such a smart idea because not only does it tell you you're on the brakes, but have you ever driven on the highway and you see someone doing like 80 miles an hour and they are riding their brakes? All 3 brake lights are lit up and you just drive past them and you're like, oh, they're in for a rough day. This lets you know that if you're on the brakes, it tells you that. That is so smart and so simple, but so cool. I absolutely love that. On the steering wheel on the left, I have my volume, track change source, voice commands, and phone options. To the bottom left, I have my information button. That's for that center screen we just talked about in the gauge cluster. And on the right, I have my radar cruise control settings, which is very, very nice. And I do have 2 buttons so I can bring the car closer to the car in front of me or bring it back, add space, take away space. I love that because I can change my spacing without really touching any other controls. I think that's really, really smart. To the left of me, I have my tailgate switch, my tailgate sensor off, and my dimmer switch. And on the door, I have my power windows, power locks, and power mirrors. Now getting into the center, this is where we get to the good stuff. This is a very, very large touchscreen. I absolutely love it. It's pretty clear, pretty easy to read. Sometimes the sun hits it in a little bit of an awkward sort of way, but it's very simple and it looks like a phone. I always rant about this in cars. We are so accustomed to having a supercomputer in our pockets that when I get into a car and this touchscreen isn't up to par with my little supercomputer, it just feels off. This feels like a giant phone. I absolutely love it. Of course, we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is huge. I have a couple other apps here. I can go to Car Info. It's giving me water temperature, oil temperature, and average speed up at the top. I can look at driving statistics, which will give me my actual angle. So if you are off-roading, you can know exactly what angle you're at. I can go to advanced package. I can turn on my rear blind spot monitoring, pre-collision warning, lane keep assist. I can turn on and off the eyesight, which is sort of the all-seeing sort of system that monitors the car. That's radar cruise, that's blind spot all that stuff. And then I could go over here to maintenance, engine oil, oil filter life, tires, and maintenance schedule. It's telling me when I should probably get maintenance next, which is just so smart, so simple. And why don't more cars have this? That's what I have to keep asking myself. And I do have climate controls down at the very bottom of the touchscreen. I wish that there were more physical buttons for the climate controls, because got in the car and the fan was on low and the sun was hitting in such a way I couldn't really find the fan controls. I obviously found them now, but you know, just for ease of use, I wish that there was a couple more buttons just for that. I do have heated mirrors, defrosters, all that stuff. And then down below that giant screen, we do have aux in, 2 USB ports, and our power parking brake. Then we get down to the shifter. The shifter looks nice. This is not what typical Subaru shifters look like. This is sort of a newer design. At least it's newer than what I'm used to, and I absolutely love that. But to the right of the shifter, I have a very, very nice button that I am so excited about. It's just a camera view button. I hit that once, and it actually turns on a front view camera that's way down low. So if you're coming up on rocks or something small you don't want to hit, maybe a car wash, if you're scared of driving into those automatic car washes, just turn on that button and you can look right down at what your very front bumper is seeing. However, I can switch it to deep snow and mud, or snow and dirt, or just normal. Those are my X mode buttons, which is really, really cool. Then I just have 2 cup holders. Now the seats are very, very comfortable. They have this green stitching that'll be found in the rest of the vehicle as well. Very, very well done stitching. I like the look of it a lot. Seats are very comfortable. They are heated and they are power, but they are not memory. I do wish that it did have memory seats. You know, it's one of my big gripes. I review a lot of cars in my life and I always feel bad mixing people's seats up, things like that. So I wish that it did have memory seats, but unfortunately it does not. But speaking of seats, we do have back seats, so let's do a back seat review. All right, so I'm in the back of the 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT, and historically speaking, Subaru has not been known for their back seats. I've driven a lot of 2000s era Subarus, a lot of them, probably too many, and I have always complained about their back seats. They had big station wagons, but the seats were tiny. Just move them. Anyway, that's for a different video. These seats are great. They're really, really great. First of all, I can sit like a normal human adult and my knees don't touch the front seat. That is huge to me, absolutely huge. Headroom, I could fit my fist above my head. I'm 5'11", if that gives you any sort of information. I have heated seats, 2 different levels of heated seats even, and I do have 2 USB 2.1 amp chargers back here. Of course, I have my power windows, and I do have a center console. Let's see what's in here. 2 cup holders. Very, very nice. Overall, this is a very, very good back seat. I would be very comfortable back here for any adventure that I'm going to take this vehicle on, and let's be honest, you're going to take it on a lot of adventures. But now we'll check out the hatch, take a look at some of the cargo space, and then we'll hop back up front and we'll talk about the styling. All right, so we're around the back of the 2020 Outback. Power liftgate, very, very nice. And as we come into here, we get, this is like a privacy cover. Excuse me. This is a privacy cover that you can put on. I could put down the seats using these. I have little pop-out tie-down straps, which is obscenely fun to play with. If I owned one of these, I'd break those immediately from playing with them too much. But like I said, those seats go down. I have the nice floor mats and stuff like that. 12-volt outlet right here for your air mattress when you're camping. I think every car should have an outlet in the back. Just overall, great, great space. And with that going down, I mean, what more could you possibly want? If you need more space in this, you need a pickup truck. That's it. Last but not least, in the interior, we do have a very sizable sunroof. I really like that. Now, we have to talk about the looks. I really like the look of this Outback. I don't think it's a shocking award winner. I don't think it's anything crazy. My jaw doesn't hit the floor when I see it. However, it is a good-looking, respectable SUV. There was some years that the Outback was not the prettiest thing in the world. I drove a 2010, and yeah, it kind of looked like it was left outside and melted for a little bit. However, this I do think looks really good. I like the white. I like the black accents. And I think overall this car just works really, really well. It all works together in harmony. And so I feel the need to get this out there because I said at the beginning of the video, I'm very excited to be working with Gerald Subaru and have more Subaru products for you guys to see. I'm very excited by that. I think this is going to be an awesome partnership. However, I do want to put it out there that Subaru is not paying me any money. There is no transaction between me and Subaru. There's nothing. I could say whatever I want. I can slander Subaru. I can kiss Subaru's butt. Whatever I want to say, I can say it because there's no money being exchanged. I'm not held to any standard. And so I have to get that out there before saying, I can't find anything wrong with this Subaru. Maybe no memory seats. Okay, maybe a CVT isn't my most favorite feeling thing in the world. Sure, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a 10. This is a straight 10. I mean, that power, yes. That power is there. The features are here. I love this infotainment system. So easy to read, so easy to see and use. I have strong faith that my grandparents would be able to get in here and use all of this technology flawlessly. Shout out Grandma and Grandpa. You guys are my rock stars. I like the look of it. I think it's a sharp looking car. No, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's good looking. That power, the technology, the ride, it's nice. It's so easy to drive, guys. I'm just in and out, just nice, simple, easy, comfortable. I cannot say enough good things about this. And I do have to touch on the point that I've driven every generation of the Outback. It's a weird sort of trophy that I have, but I've driven every generation of the Outback, and they just keep getting better. This is the best Outback you can buy. And honestly, genuinely, I'm not trying to, I don't know. I just feel like I have to get it out there that, like, this is my true, genuine opinion. If you text me or email me in 3 years and you say, hey, what do you think of the 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT? I will say it's one of the best cars you can buy right now. I'm just being honest. This is one of the best. What can't this car do? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Gerald Subaru for letting me take out their Outback Onyx XT. This thing is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to bring you guys more Subaru videos. They are absolutely awesome. Their information is up on the screen, as well as linked in the description below. Everyone there is super friendly, super nice. And when I expressed my idea to film for them, they said, yes, when can you come in? And that is absolutely awesome. I cannot recommend them enough. If you're looking for a Subaru, please go to Gerald Subaru and pick out one of these, honestly. Come drive one of these. These are great. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe. Really like to take care, guys.